Hello everybody. In this screencast we're going to look at homework 3 or homework 2 that's related to activities. So let's look at activities. These are activities, week 3. We're looking at activities. The homework, here it is, and the documents. Here's the PDF of it. Go back a little bit and look at also there is some support files that are provided. And if you go back to the homework, you will see that there is a starter project, and we'll talk about that starter project and so on. But here is the homework, and you could see that it is very similar to the BAC calculator that we had before. But right now, in the first screen, you need to set up your weight and your gender by clicking the set. It opens up another screen, which is set with gender activity. You get to set your weight and gender here, and click set, then the result goes back here. So basically this is open activity, start activity for result. Comes back here. And then you could see that it will display the weight and so on. Now you see here that there is a number of drinks, the BAC level, very similar to what we did before. If you scroll down a little bit, now there is add drink is another screen. So basically if you scroll up again, you'll see here there is add drink. When you click on it, it should open the add drink activity. You pick whatever the drink size is, what's the percentage of alcohol, you add drink, and the result goes back to the BAC calculator, and you see here that the drinks, number of drinks, the BAC level, and so on, right? And you can add another drink and so on. So this is very similar to what we did before. If we scroll down a little bit, then there is also a feature where you can view the drinks. So basically you could see here there is a button which says view drinks. If you click on that button, then it takes you to that screen and you can view the drinks. And viewing the drinks, you see I have 1 of 3 and so on. So again, something to keep in mind, because we're going to be viewing the drinks, we need a list of drinks to be maintained at the BAC calculator, right? And that list of drinks gets updated back and forth based on its communication with add drink and with other screens. So let's see. So let's have a look. So what I did is, before we started, I provided a starter project. So if I open that starter project here, the starter project has the activities. I have all the activities, the layouts already created for you. So I have all the layouts, okay? All the layouts are already there, right? But if you look at the layouts, all the layouts are there. So the main activity, here it is. The layout for the main activity, and then we also have the layout for set profile created already, and the layout for add drink already created already, and the layout for view drinks already created. So I already have all the layouts in place. Now what we need to do is implement some things. So let's see. So from the main activity, let's say we want to add drink. Let's add a drink class to manage these drinks, okay? So basically this is going to be a drink class, okay, and that's going to hold the drink information. And basically the drink information is a double. Let's say it's a double, and that double is going to be the alcohol percentage and the size of the drink, right? Here it is. And then maybe I can create a constructor. Here it is, an empty constructor. And similarly, I need maybe a constructor that has both variables. There it is. And maybe a getter and setter. Getters and setters, both of them. Okay, so I have the drink class created, right? So I know that this is the main activity. So let's open up the main activity. And basically what we are trying to do here is, this is the main activity. We have access already to the text view. Let's make this font a little bit bigger so that you could see it better. So let's see, Android Studio preferences, appearance. Let's make this a 24 and apply. And okay, so it grew this font, but I want to grow the font of the editor. So this is in the editor. There is font, and let's grow this also to be 24. Apply. And okay, so it's a little bit bigger so you could see it better. All right, good. And then you see the editor has some kind of a spacer here. Let's see why this is the case. Preferences, editor, code editing. Anyhow, you can figure this out. This is mainly the lines, but anyway, so we're good here. Let me make sure that the code completions are off. Good. Okay, we're good here. All right, so if you look at what I have done or provided you with, I just got all the components that I will need, text views, because if you look at the layout, there is this text view and then this text view and then this text view. I need access to them, and then you are safe text view, and then these buttons 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 buttons. So basically here they are. These are the on-click listeners for the different buttons. So now set profile. When you click on set profile, what we need to do is you need to go from here to here, right, to the set weight and gender. All right, so basically, and this is the BSE calculator one. The main activity is the BSE calculator. So I'll set title here it is, set title to BSE calculator, right? Here it is, BSE calculator, and set profile. So basically, to set profile, what we need to do, we need to start activity for result. Now, to start activity for result, if you look at the code that I posted on the GitHub repository for that week, here it is, I have already how you start using the launcher, right? So basically, I'm gonna use the same exact kind of code here. So I'll just, here we are. So what I need to do is to declare private activity result launcher, activity result launcher, and intent is the generic start get profile, start get profile for result, okay, equals register activity for result. And then basically the first one is a new activity for result contract, activity for result, here it is, and then the next one is new activity for result, and here we are. So this is the callback, and this is when you get the result. If result.get result code equal to result is okay, else it's not okay. All right, so here it is. So we're good here. So we go back here. I'll make the screen a little bit bigger. So now we are already, this is the launcher, get profile result. So that's what's going to happen when we are here. Here we create an intent to describe where we want to go. Here's an intent equal new intent, and it needs the context, which is main activity dot this, and basically where are we going? We're going to the profile set profile activity dot class. All right, so we're going to the profile activity, and then we do the launcher. So for example, to do the launcher, we use start result launch, and then we give it the intent. So basically this is what's going to happen, is that when you click the button, the button, it will open up the profile. All right, here we are. Okay, and let's say we click on set, it opens up the profile. Good. So now let's go to the profile or set profile activity, and then set profile activity will set up your profile. Your profile has what? Has the weight and gender. So basically we need a class that's going to hold both of them. I'll call it profile, the profile of the user, and it has a double weight, and let's say a string gender, and then we'll just create our constructors. Here's a constructor that has both of them. Constructor that is empty. Also we have the getters and setters. Here's the getter and setter, both of them, and we're good. So basically I have the profile object created here. Now set profile, basically when you click on you have how many buttons in set profile. Let's see. So when you click on set, there are two buttons. One of them is set weight, the other one is cancel. So basically at cancel, we'll just go and finish. We'll say finish. Here's the finish case, right? On set weight, or when you click on the set weight, or I could just say set profile. Basically what we could do is we can get your gender, get the gender. So basically there is a string gender equals edit text weight, the gender, let's say we start with female, and then integer the radio group, radio. So basically integer is the, if we could say if radio group gender dot get selected radio button is equal to r dot id dot male. So basically if it's male, then we're going to change the gender to be male. All right, so here we are. That's the and basically also if you look at the the set profile, it's already pre-selected as female, so it's always going to have something pre-selected. So that's why I don't have all the cases to check to see if it's selected or not selected. So basically it's either female or male, so that's what we're doing here. So we already have the gender. Now we need also to get the let's say string, or we could just do it like this. Let's say we want the weight. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a double, and this is the weight, equals double dot value of string dot or edit text weight dot get text dot to string. So basically that's the weight, but of course I know that there could be problems. What if the user didn't enter one and so on? So I'll do a try catch and then catch number format exception ex, and basically I'm going to do this stuff here. Okay, control X, then control V, so I can get the weight. So now if everything is good, then there is a valid weight, else I'm going to do a toast saying that enter valid weight, right? Enter a valid weight. So basically if everything is good here, I can create the profile object. Here is the profile object, profile equal new profile, and here is the weight and gender. Here we are, so we have the weight and gender set up, and now I need to send it back. So in order to send it back, we are going to create a key. We need a key, right? Okay, so I'll have string public static final string. Here it is, and this is going to be the profile key, profile key equal profile. All right, here we are. And then basically what I could do here, I just create, to go back, you create an intent. Intent equal new intent, here it is, and basically we add that as an extra, put extra the key, and then comma the value is profile. Now it's not going to be happy because the profile is not serializable, so we have to go back to the profile class and indicate that it implements serializable. All right, here we are, and now the error is off. Here it is, we have the intent, and then we do set results, and basically okay, the result is okay, and then comma the intent is the value. Cool, and then we do finish to close this activity. All right, so basically we're good. When we click on set weight, that's what we're doing. We're going to go in, get the gender, and then similarly get the weight. So basically the weight we're doing, okay, redundant boxing inside. So anyway, you can do whatever you want to do here, but we are getting the weight. We're changing the value from a string to a double, and that could cause a problem because it could not be a valid double if it's an empty string, or it's an invalid value, and so on. And then we create an intent. We put the profile object into the intent as an extra. We set the result okay, and we pass it the intent, which has the data, and then we finish. All right, so we are done with set profile. Let's make sure that we also have set title, just to make sure that the title is also consistent with what we want it to be. So the title, we want it to be what? Set weight gender. Okay, good. So basically we'll call it set weight less gender. All right, so we click on run. Let's have a look. Here it is, the app is running. I click on set this. I enter the weight 150 and click on set weight, and it goes back, but I don't display it. So let's get this part to work. Main activity, and basically when it comes back, I would like to display so I have a profile, so I'll create a profile variable here, call it profile, and then I will do this profile equals result dot get data dot get extra, get serializable extra, and this is gonna be the get profile get or set profile activity dot the profile key and get serializable, and here we go. So basically I just need to cast it. There it is, cast it to a profile object. I have the profile. All right, so now what I could do is I could go ahead and set the profile information. So basically I could go in and say text view weight and gender dot set text profile dot get weight. So basically they want us to do it like this. It's gonna be weight and then lbs and then pounds. So basically that plus the pounds and then plus this, and then we get the gender. So profile dot get gender. Okay, and then we add to it the other bracket. So basically that's what's happening here. Else, if there is no result sent back, we'll just set the profile to the profile dot set the text. We set the profile to null, and the text view gender we set it to set text to nothing. Okay, so basically we bring it back to, we reset the content, and then also we need to reset the list of clear the list of drinks and bring back the UI to reset state. So basically we'll come back to this. I'll put here a to do. All right, and we'll come back to this case. Now if we run this, we can test this now. Run it. Here we go. Set the profile, enter the weight, 150 is 150. Now if we don't enter anything and we click on set weight, it says enter a valid weight, right? So because of the try catch block that we have, here it is, set weight, and here it is, it says 150 pounds female, and number of drinks is 0. So basically here we need a list of drinks. So here is an array list of drink, and we call it drinks equal new drinks equal new array list. So this is the array list of drinks to start with, right? So we'll come back to this list of drinks. Now let's do add drink. So basically add drink also does the same thing. It goes to another activity. So I'm going to copy this code from here, but for result. So basically I'm going to copy it. I'll go start add drink for result, right? Add drink for result, and basically this will look a little bit different, and this one will also look a little bit different. So basically it's very similar code, but instead of starting set profile, you are gonna add a drink, right? So basically we just need to go to add a drink, and then whatever drink you add needs to come back here, right? So that's why we started for result. I'll copy the code here. We are done with set profile. Now add drinks. I'll do this. I create an intent equal new intent, and I need the context, which is the main activity dot this, and where am I going to add drink activity dot class, and then you use the launcher dot launch, and you pass it the intent. So basically it's going to take you to, if you run this, it's going to take you to adding a drink. Here it is, add drink. So we put it in view drink, so it's not the right place. Copy it from here, we put it here, run it again. So this is view drink, right? So add drinks, and it takes us here in the add drinks. So we are done with set profile. Let's look at add drinks. Add drink, here it is. All right, so now if we look back at the emulator, add drink has the drink size and has the alcohol percentage. All right, good. So basically when you click on the cancel button, we'll just do a finish, right? We're going back. When you click on adding a drink, we need to get a couple of things. One, we need to make sure that get the alcohol percentage. So this is the an integer. We can do a double, but it's an integer. Alcohol equals it's the seek bar dot get progress. So that's the alcohol percentage. Also here you see whenever you move this, we need this number to change, right? So basically we can easily do that because we already have the seek bar. We could do this. We could say find view by id r.id dot seek bar alcohol dot set on what? On click listener, on scroll change listener. Here it is, new. Here it is, on scroll change listener. We can do that. I don't think it's the scroll change, it's on progress, on set on, and we can scroll down a little bit. So which one is it? We did that before. Set activated, so scroll change listener. Which one is it? So we did this before. which one would it be? So basically this is the most popular one for the seek bar, right? So how do I find it? So let's go and I will search Google for seek bar. Here it is. Go here and I'm going to say Android seek bar. This is the most popular. So basically scroll here, go back and scroll down a little bit. On seek bar change listener. Okay, cool. So here is the on seek bar change listener and I'm good to go. There it is. So basically I can go here and say set on seek bar change listener. So why is it not? Oh yeah, because it doesn't know that it's a seek bar. So basically I could say seek bar dot set on seek bar change listener new on. Okay, let me just go back a little bit. You know why it wasn't appearing as one of them? Because this is just a general view, right? If you want it to be the seek bar, you have to cast this to a seek bar. So I can do that like this. I could say seek bar. Okay, I cast it to a seek bar, and now when I go out here, right, and I do set on seek bar change listener new on seek bar change listener, I can do it like this, right? So there is on progress change, on start tracking, on stop touch. So basically we'll go here and now we'll set the text to the side, the text that appears here. So basically we'll just say text view alcohol percentage dot set text to progress plus and percentage. Here it is. So basically we could do string dot value of the progress plus that. Alright, so here we are. Now we run this. You'll see that as you move it, it works. Okay, so add the drink, and then as we move it, it works, goes all the way to 30 and 0 and so on. So we're good here. So that's the seek bar. We took care of that. Now the cancel also we took care of. So if you click on cancel, you see it goes back, right? So maybe we set the title to what do they want the title to be? So we go back here. What's the title? Let me minimize this a little bit. They want the title to be set what? This is add drinks. So we scroll down a little bit. Add drink. It's called add drink. Okay, good. So it's add drink. All right, here we are. All right, so we are able to get the alcohol. So add drink, we're able to get the alcohol percentage and then the drink size. So basically the drink size is one of these. So basically we go in and let's say size, I'll call it size, let's say equal to 1.0, and then I'll use the if radio group size dot get checked item is equal to r dot id, and we want oz, anything that has oz in it. Here is one oz and then you have your else ifs and so on, right? Okay, so now we have one oz already taken care of here because there is something already pre-selected. Now we'll get the 5 oz, and then this one is 5 ounce, and then this is 12 ounce. So basically if this is the case, then size equal to 5.0, and similarly here size equals to 12.0. Alright, so good. So we are able to get the size set up. Now all what I need to do, I check to see if the size, not the size, the alcohol is greater than 0, then we can go ahead and do it, right? Else I'll just show a toast, and that toast will say select non-zero, alcohol should be greater than 0. 0%, right? So that needs to be an alcoholic drink. Okay, good. So that's the size. Now let's go back to and check the drinks. What did we create the drink class to have? It has an alcohol and a size. Okay, good. So basically we'll do that here. It has an alcohol and a size. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a drink, and it has an alcohol and a size. So here is this is the drink. I already have a new drink that I created. I need to send it back. So in order to send it back, we create an intent, and intent, this activity was started for result. So now that's why I am going to send it back this way. And then basically I'm going to say intent dot I need to set extras. So in order to set extras, I need a public static final string, and that's gonna be the drink key. The drink, here it is. Here's the drink key. Here it is. All right. Intent dot set or put extra the drink key with the drink, and it's not going to be happy because it needs to implement serializable. Okay, implement serializable, and here we are. So basically it implements serializable, and then all we have to do is set result to result okay, and we pass it the intent, and then we finish the result. Good. So basically that's what we're doing here for adding a drink. So let's run this and see what is going to happen. So basically we are here. You click on add drink. Let's make the alcohol percentage 0. Or click on that. So it should be greater than 0. Make it a little bit bigger. Add drink, and then basically this should go to the to this side, right? So it will land here because this is the on result. That's what's going to happen, right? You're going to receive it here. And basically here we need to get the drink. So the drink that we should receive is the drink equals result dot get data dot get serializable. All right, so let's try to use this one, get serializable extra, and you put a class to it. Okay, good. So I'll do that. The string name is going to be add drink activity dot key, and then the class is going to be the drink dot class. So I can do something like that, right? And let's see, it's not happy. Okay, it needs a larger version of Android, so I'm not going to do that. Here it is. And then basically I'm just going to cast it to a drink. So I have the drink, right? Now what should I do to the drink? I should add the drink to the drinks. So drinks dot add the drink, right? And then basically now I would like to create a method which I'm going to call to visualize or to set up the UI, right? So because you see at the bottom here there is this UI, right? I need to visualize this drink information, right? Or I'll say private setup drink or BSE information, right? Info based on that list. Okay, good. So now, and it returns void. Here it is. And basically what it does, what this one does is that, let's say it looks at the drinks and calculates the BSE, right? And we already did this math before, and we could copy it from our previous assignment, but anyhow, it's straightforward. Yeah, it's not that hard to do. And this is how the calculation is done. Right? We'll do it again. And basically, we need to loop over all the drinks and go from there. So let's see. So in here, and basically I just need to loop over the drinks. And so basically, let's say we have to handle the case where things are empty, but anyhow, say for each drink, I'll call it drink in drinks. Okay, drinks. Okay. So basically, again, the for each, what did I do? I did it like this. I say for each, and I click on tab. It's drink in drinks. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is we need to multiply. So basically I'll have a double, I'll call it a value of a, okay, equal to 0.0, and then value of a value a equals value a plus the drink dot get alcohol times the drink dot get size. So that's basically what is happening here. If you look at the math, it's the alcohol times the size divided by 100. Okay, then we divide by 100.0. So, and that's the value. Okay, good. So that's value A. So value A is just multiplication of the drink size by the alcohol percentage divided by 100 for each one of them. This is A. And then W is, and then R is, so that's the R value. So basically we'll say double value of R equals, let's say the value of R is 0.66, or make it 0.73 for men and 0.66 for women. So let's do 0.66. The default is for women, and then we'll check to see if the profile dot get gender is equal to male. Then we're going to do what? We're going to do value R equal 0.77 or 70 what 0.73. all right, 73. So that's what we're doing here. Now if we look back at set profile, you see here it's either male or female, right? So we're good here. So that's the main activity here. We already got R and A set up. So if we go back, we have A, R, we have the weight of the person, and then we just do the math. So basically what we're going to do is then the BSE, we just need to make sure whatever we're dividing by is not 0. So the weight is not going to be 0, right? Do we check to see if the weight is not 0? So let's check. When you are setting the profile, we're getting the weight, right? And now we can do a small check here. If weight is greater than 0, we'll go ahead, else we're going to show a message. So basically if the weight is greater than 0, we are going to do this stuff, else we are going to enter a valid weight. All right, sounds good. So if the weight is 0, we're not going to be going forward. So that takes care of the case of dividing by 0 here. So I'm not going to check for dividing by 0, because you see the math is A times, I'm going to copy this, it's A times the BSE. Let me big a little bit like this so that you could see it. All right, so now I can get the BSE. Here's the double. BSE equals A times 5.14 divided by the weight. So this is value of A. Okay, this is value of A times this divided by profile dot get weight times value of R. So here is my BSE. And now I can do stuff now. So basically now I could just say text view text view BSE level. So let's have a look at the main activity here. So basically this is the BSE level, okay, and it's going to be BSE level, and we do that. So BSE level dot set text to BSE level, and then we'll add to it the BSE. And they want percentage, and here is the percentage. All right, so here it is. BSE is a number, so there's no percentage. So here is the here is the BSE level, and it matches exactly what we have here. BSE level, decimal places we can worry about later. Now we also want the number of drinks. So if you scroll down a little bit, number of drinks. So basically the number of drinks, we can do it here. So basically I can do this number of drinks here. So basically go back again, number of drinks is one text field. So here it is. I'll do text view number of drinks dot set text to number of drinks is what is the drinks dot get size or size. That's going to happen irrespective if it's empty or not empty, right? So basically I have the number of drinks, I have the BSE level. Now are you safe or not safe? We can do that here. So basically we could check to see if the BSE is less than or equal to something, right, and so on. So basically we have all these levels here, and we did this before, but anyhow we're gonna repeat ourselves. Okay, where is that? Okay, here it is. BSE is 0, 1. Okay, here it is. Okay, if it's between 0 and 0.8, you are safe. So I'll do that. So it's less than or equal to 0.08, right? We'll do that. And then else this. Okay, so now if it's less than 0.2, okay, we are here, right? So basically here we could do text view your status dot set text to you are safe, you're safe. And similarly the status view dot set background, okay, to our background color to r dot color dot safe color. Here it is. Okay, so it's not happy color, and I need a resource ID. Background color, background. We can try to see the background resource color. Will it work? Let's see if this is gonna work. All right, here it is. That's the background resource color. That's you are safe. The other one is here. The other one is here, and then there is safe. There is be careful. the be careful color, and then this is over the limit color, and then this is going to be over limit. Be careful is this one. Okay, be careful. All right, so cool. So here we are. Now we need a little bit of a check here. If the drinks dot size is equal to 0, then we'll do something else. We'll do something else just to be consistent. So now if it's equal to 0, it's as if you are resetting the screen. So we'll go here. Now if it's equal to 0, we just have to reset the BSE level to 0.00 and make it safe. Okay, so we'll go copy this one from here to here, and we set the text for the BSE level to 0. So we copy this from here to here, and then the BSE will be 0.000. all right, so here we are. Special case, we might not need the special case. I'm just doing it so that we are consistent, and I can call this whenever I want to even reset. So basically, you see here, this is the BSE. So now if we go back here, now if we go all the way down here, and let's say you set up, after you set up your profile, right, then you go and click set up profile again, and you want to clear the list of drinks. So I'll do that. I'll just say drinks.clear, and then I'll just call setup the BSE info, and that should take care of it. Right now, also what we can do is we can enable and disable the button that allows us to click on adding a drink, because we only want to add a drink or enable all these buttons, right? For example, here the reset is fine. So the reset, basically the reset, when you click the reset button, let's see what do you do when you click the reset button. Is the reset button, we're gonna clear the drinks. Here's dot clear, right? And we want to clear your weight. So basically we'll do profile equal to null, and basically I also would like to clear the profile and clear the gender. Okay, I'll clear the text at the top, and I'm gonna call setup BSE info, right, which will take care of resetting the whole thing back to normal, right? So now also another thing to keep in mind is that I want to disable these buttons. So basically there's no buttons to view, there is no drinks to view, and we'll take care of that. We'll take care of viewing the drinks, adding a drink, and resetting. Basically adding a drink is only enabled if the user has a profile setup. So now in order to do that, I need the button, access to that button. So basically this is called add drink. Here it is. So I can get that button. So basically I can have a button equal, okay, that's this button, and then I need access to the button to enable it and disable it. So I'll do that here. Here's the button. Oops. Button equals find you by id r.id. Here's my button here, and then basically this button, when you start off, I'll just say set enabled to false. So basically this button is not enabled by default when the app first starts. If you are successful in setting up a profile, I'll just make it enabled. Here's true. If you are not successful, I'll just say it's false. So basically it's not enabled. So similarly, when you reset, when you click the reset button, right, when you click the reset button, this is the reset button, we'll make it false. Here it is. Okay, so let's have a look at what's going on now. So basically we're disabling that button. So basically you see here it's disabled. You set the profile, and here it is, let's say 150, and set it. And you see here now reset is enabled, or sorry, add drink is enabled, right? Now what if you click on set and then click on cancel? You see here it's disabled because now the weight is disabled. We can set the weight to be NA. I think that's what was in the instead of empty, right? So basically we can make it NA instead of empty, and also NA instead of empty. Run it again. It's NA. We click on set, pick a weight, set weight. Now it's value. Click here, click on cancel. It's disabled, and you see the drinks are done. Now let's create a profile. Here's the profile, 150. Set weight. Here it is. So here is 150 female. Now we click on add drink. Let's add one drink. There it is. We added the drink. So now let's wire up this code, because when we didn't wire up the code for adding a drink. So here's adding a drink. We added it here, and then we just say setup UI, right? Setup BSE info UI. So basically that takes care of that case. All right. So click on play. Here it is. We can't click this button. Set here. 150. Set. Add a drink, 1 Oz, add a drink. Here's the BSE. Okay, we need the formatter. So basically we need, whenever we set up BSE, to use the formatter, and we can get that from the previous assignment, and I'm not going to do it now, but you can easily do this. It's very easy. We did it from the previous assignment. So added one drink. Now we click reset. You see everything is reset. You set the profile again, 150. Set weight, and here it is. Add a drink, and here we go. Add a drink, add another drink, let's say 0.5, and add a drink. 2 drinks, this is it. Add another drink, let's say 12, and somewhere here, and you see things are moving, and we're being able to add. So add drink and reset are working fine. Now let's see how we're going to do view drinks. So in order to do this, let's have a look a little bit at what we're trying to do. And what does view drinks do? So basically, here is view drinks. Add a drink, we did all of that. Now view drinks. This activity allows the user to view the drinks and delete the added drinks as shown larara. This activity should receive a list of drinks from the main activity. Okay. At the top, show the number of drinks. Clicking next should go to the next. Previous. Clicking the trash can, the image, the delete, the currently displayed drink. Display the drink right before the deleted drink. This should follow similar logic to the previous. We'll look at this in a little bit, and so on. So basically what's happening is this app should send, when you click the close button, should send the updated list of drinks back as a result to the main activity. Alright, so there is a close button, it seems. There is a close button. When you click on it, it should send the updated list back to the activity. Alright, so in order to do that, let's first visualize things. So basically we need to send it the list of drinks. So I'm going to do that. And let's see, so we minimize this, minimize that, and minimize this one also. Now the on create. Now, are we going to receive data back? Yes, we're going to receive data back. So we need to create another launcher. Here we are, and that launcher is start view drinks, right? View drinks for result, right? Here it is, and basically here it is. Okay. And basically we'll see what are we going to receive back, but let's see view drinks. Here's view drinks. Here it is. All right, view drinks, start activity result. We're going to use that, but let's create an intent. Intent equals new intent main activity dot this, and we want to go to view drinks dot class, and here we are. And then basically we'll do the launcher. Here's the launcher dot launch, and here's the intent. Now basically I would like also to send the list of drinks there, so I'll do intent dot put extra, and now I need to send it the list of drinks. So basically to send it the list of drinks, I am going to create, we need a key, public static final. Here it is. I'm going to call it the drinks key. Alright, here it is. And I'm going to put, this is the extras, and then now it's a list of drinks, which is going to be drinks. Will this work? Yes, it's perfect. So basically this puts an array list which is serializable, and then whatever is inside it is serializable, so the whole array list is serializable. So we're good. So we put the list of drinks here. Now if we go back to view drinks, okay, so now view drinks is going to receive the list of drinks. So now it needs its own list of drinks. So I'll go and create an array list and have an array list of drinks, okay, equal new, oops, sorry, array list of drinks equal new, okay, equal new array list. So here it is, okay. And now basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to receive a list of drinks here, right? So I'll say if okay, if the get intent dot is not equal to null, and get intent get intent dot has extra, and it's called the main activity dot drinks. Then I'm going to do this, then drinks, then I can get this drinks. So I could say drinks equals equals what? Equals array list equals get intent dot get extra serializable. See here, extra serializable. What is it called? Main activity dot drinks. Main activity dot drinks. Okay, and here we are, and we just have to cast it. And here we go. So this is the drinks. So I have the drinks. And now what I could do is I can start the visualization process, right? So basically, which one are you going to be displaying? So let's say we go here and we have an integer, which is the current index, right? And we make it equal to 0. So that's what I'm going to do. This is the current index of the drink that you are displaying. Here is the current index equal to 0, right? And basically I would like to display that drink. So now in order to do that, I'll just create a method where I tell it to display whatever is at the current index. So I'm going to say void or private void display current drink. Okay, and what I'm going to do is the index is 0. So basically I'm going to say text view drinks count dot set text, and what I'm going to do is it's going to say drink 1 out of 3. All right, so we're going to say drink, and here we will have it is the index, the current index plus 1, right? The current index plus 1, right? Out of, and then the number of drinks, which is the size of the list, drinks dot size. So I have that. This take care of that case. Drink this of this, and then the size of the drink. So basically, text view the drink size dot set text string. Okay, and that's gonna be the current drink. So the current drink, how do I get it? This is the drink equal drinks dot get at current index. Here we are, and basically we do drink dot get size plus OZ. Alright, so that's the drink size. We got that. Oops, sorry. Control C, and then now we need the alcohol. So drink alcohol percentage, and basically it's drink dot get alcohol, and then basically the text is alcohol percentage alcohol. So we'll do that percentage alcohol. Here it is, and we're good here. So basically we have the percentage and so on. Then added on. Now added on, in order to do added on, we need to get the date involved in the drink. So let's see. So when you're creating the drink, we need also to add the date. Here is the date. On time is the date. Okay, here is date. Okay, and I'm gonna call it added on, right? And options, import the class, and here we are. So basically added on, and then when does it get set up? It gets set up whenever you instantiate the class. I'll say, for example, this dot added on equals new date. Here we are. And then similarly, if you have an empty constructor, we'll just add it here for the sake of added on. All right, good. So this is added on. When it gets instantiated, we'll add the date. Right, so we have that date. Now I need to format it, so we'll look at that. But let's see, where is view drinks again? We'll go back again, view drinks. All right, so now I could do text view and added on dot set text, and I could say drink dot get. Oh, I need a getter for that, so here it is. I'll just go in here and add a getter and setter for added on. Okay, get added on. Now I know I'm not formatting it, but let's say to string, can I do that? Let's see. I know it's not formatted, but let's see. So now if we run this, will it work? No, I need to display. Let's say we go here, display current drink. Now view drinks should only be visible, should only allow you to go to view drinks if you have any drinks. So basically we go back to the main activity and we look at where is view drinks here. Here is view drinks, and this is only going to be happening is that if drinks.size is greater than 0, then it allows you to do that, else you don't have any drinks to see. So I'll copy this from here, put it here. Otherwise I'll show a toast showing that you have no drinks to view, right? So here it is. So now let's run this, and you see here if you click on view drinks, it's not going to take you there. You have to set a profile first. Let's say 150, set weight. Let's say we add a drink, and we added this one, and I click on view drinks, and it took me here. I need to fix the constraints, but it seems that it's working. Drink 1 out of 1 when it was added, and so on. We'll look at that in a little bit. Let's see why the constraints are not set up correctly. Okay, so view drinks, we have this one at the top, then this one is at the bottom, and so on. This guy needs to have some kind of constraint that manages its where it is anchored. We'll do that, and now it should work. Run it again. Okay, and let's analyze this here. Okay, so then we set the profile, set the weight. Here we are, and view drinks will not work. Add a drink. Here it is. Add a drink. Okay, add another drink. Let's say we go up 12 ounce. Add a drink. View drinks. Here's number 1. Okay, and then you go back to the next one. Yeah, we didn't wire up these, but you see the first one is 12%, so I can go back and so on, right? So basically I'm adding these drinks. Let me just click on reset. I'll add only one just so that we could see that. Set this again, 150. Set weight and add a drink. Here it is. I'm going to be 12% 1 Oz. Here it is, 1 ounce. 12% 1 ounce. Okay, good. So we are able to add the drink. We got the date also set up and so on, right? And it doesn't seem that the date need to be I can format it. It's straightforward. I will format the date, but then we want to handle back and forth. Okay, so how do we handle back and forth? That's easy. So now let's go back here, and basically let's look at the instructions a little bit. So now when you click next, what is expected to happen? When you click next, display the next drink from the list. If the currently displayed list, so basically it traps. If the currently displayed drink happens to be the last drink in the list, then display the first drink. So basically it traps around. Okay, good. So we'll handle that in a little bit. So we're able to display whatever drink is at that index, right? So basically this is if you look, we have the cancel button set up. Now we need to also set up the next and previous. So here is the image view previous and image view next. So basically here is the previous one. I don't think I need a variable, but anyway, so I need that dot set on click listener, set on click listener. Anyhow, so I have the previous, so I'll say image view next dot set on click listener new on click listener. So basically now what do we do? So basically I just have to you go next. So basically I could check to see if the current index, right, is greater than, right, is the current index is equal to, right, the size. So drinks dot size -1. This means you are at the end. -1, then the current index equals to 0, right? Else the current index equals the current index plus 1. Right, so basically you just bump up, go to the next one, and then all you have to do is just display the current index. Right, so that's basically what we will do for the next case, and then very, very similar for the previous case. So I'm going to copy this code, right? Copy this here. You just check the edge case. So image view previous dot set on click listener new view on click listener, and then similarly we'll check to see if the current index is 0. Current index is equal to 0, and you're displaying the last item, right? Else the current index equals current index -1, right? And then you display the drink, and then otherwise if it's equal to 0, then you wrap around. So basically you will make the current index equals the drinks dot size -1, right? So display the last one, right? Okay, cool. So now we can test this kind of navigation here. So let's add 3 drinks. We'll set the profile is 150, set the weight, add a drink. Okay, add another drink, 5, add a little bit higher, and then add another drink at 12, add a little bit higher, so on. Now view the drinks. Here's the first one, 1 at 12, go next, 5 at 21, go next 12 at 20, and then you go next, you see it goes all the way back to 1, and then you are at the first item. So if you go back, it takes you to the last item. So we are good, see here, and it's showing you the drink and so on. Now we want to handle the delete. So basically when you click the delete, you want to delete that and then figure out what to do. So let's see. So we'll do image this is image view delete dot set on click listener new view dot on click listener. Now the issue with the delete is we need to get the drink that we want to delete first, right? So basically the drink we'd like to delete, this is the drink equals get drinks dot get at current index. That's the one we're going to delete, right? And basically if you look at drinks dot remove, and you pass it the object, you see, just give it the object, it's going to delete it, which is perfect. Or I can delete at a specific index. Now let's have a look at what happens when you do that. So basically when you are, if you go to a linked list delete or array list delete, or array list Java delete, it actually pushes up things. So basically it fills up, remove an element from the array list, just to make sure that, oh sorry, not this one, I want the Java documentation. Where's the Java doc? So let me go and do Java doc, here it is. Okay, and here is the array list. There is a remove. If you scroll down a little bit, remove by object, remove the object, so removes the first occurrence of the object. Okay, removes the element with the lowest index. Okay, and then what happens is that the list will, the one before it will fill its position. So it just removes the one at that position, and then the one before it will fill that position. So it just shifts it up, right? If you think about it. But anyhow, so what we need to do is we need to delete. So I can just go ahead and remove it. So I can say remove, and here is the drink, right? So basically now the problem is that after you do that, the question is that current index a good index to play with, right? So basically you see here, you delete display the drink right before the deleted drink. So basically the one right before it. So basically what we need to do is we need to check to see if the current index was equal to 0, right? So this was the current index, right? So basically if you deleted the one at the far end, right, if the current index is equal to 0, then we need to display the one before it. So we just need to rotate, so meaning we just need to go to the end of the list, right? So basically also we need to make sure that the list is not empty, you know. So basically you need to check to see first if drinks dot size is equal to 0. This means it's empty now, right? Else we'll do something else, right? Okay, so now if it's not equal to 0, then there are specific cases, right? So basically we just need to decrement that. I just need to decrement that, or technically all what I need to do is to move to previous. I want to go previous, right? So but the issue with previous is that it assumes we just have to make sure that you are not beyond the I just need to go previous, right? So basically if you are at 0 and I say previous, that's fine, it's going to take care of that situation. But if you are at a value that's larger than the size, right, and I tell you to go previous, then it's going to cause a problem, because it's going to decrement it, and it might work. Let's see, it might work. Let's see. So basically what if I just say, I don't know what to do here. Here I'm just going to finish for the time being, right? Finish. But here I'm just going to go previous. So basically I'm just going to say I just need this method, right? So basically I'm going to copy this here and put it here, right? So basically something like that, right? I'm going to just tell it to go previous. So basically, or I'm just going to create a method here, private void show previous, here it is, and here it is, and it's gonna say show previous, right? Alright, and basically I'm gonna do the same thing here. Alright, so basically when you delete, we're gonna remove it. Now the size of the list shrunk by 1. Now the deleted item was at a specific position. We want the item before that, right? Now if it was anywhere below the size of the array, then we're good, because now the size has shrunk by half. What if it's at the end of the array? Let's say at the end of the array, let's say the array was of size 10, now the array is of size 9, and now it's an out of bound. So basically when you tell it to go to previous, it will go in, and the previous will check to see if it's not equal to 0. It will just display the one before that. I think it's gonna work. Let's see. So we run this. We set the profile 150, set the weight, and we add a drink. Here's the first one. Add another drink. There we go. Add another drink, and here we go, and add. Okay, good. So now when we go view drinks, and we can go back, we're good, right? Okay. So now what if we are at the far end? So basically here we are at the end, and I click on delete, right? It should display the 2, right? Number 2. So basically I click here, you see 2 of 2. I click on that 1 of 1, and then when I click on this one, it finishes, right? And this doesn't know about these drinks. Let me add another drink. I'll add a drink. It doesn't know about them yet, right? So we'll have to figure out this in a little bit. But you could see that now things that are 4 drinks, be careful, and so on. So now we need to handle this situation, right, where you go back, and we need to handle this situation. But we are able to delete, by the way. So if we view drinks, you see here we are able to delete these drinks. You see here 1 of 1, and we can delete. Now view drinks again. Let's do this 1 of 3, and I click. This is 2 of 3. This one goes 1 of 2. I go here, I delete 1 of 1, and there's no back and forth, and I can click delete. It goes out. Now we need to communicate that back to the activity. So now how do we do that? Let's see. So now if you notice that in the main activity we started this for result, right? So basically we started view drinks for result. So where is that? Here, not add the drink, not reset, but view drinks. We started it for result, and we passed it a whole list of drinks, right? So now when we come back, the launcher, the result is going to receive something back. So basically that launcher should be receiving something back. So let's have a breakpoint here just to see what's happening, right? We run it again, right? We will run this in debug mode, right? Here we are, and here we are. I set the weight. Here's 150. Set the weight. Here we are. Add a drink. Here we are. Add another drink. Number 2. Add, and then add another drink. Here it is, and then add. So I added 3 drinks, right? Now let's say I view drinks. We are here. Okay. I will delete one of them, right? And then I am going to go back, and it hits this area, right? Now is the result okay? No, it was cancelled, right? So basically the user has cancelled. I go here, and now if you look, this is the activity, and then this is the activity. Now the drinks still has 3, even though you deleted, but it seems that each one of them gets a different copy. So basically the other activity has a different copy of these drinks, even though I deleted from them. To show you, I'll put a breakpoint, let's say when after the deletion. So where is the delete? This is the delete. Let's put a breakpoint here, all right? And I'm gonna run this in debug mode. Here it is. You'll see that there are 2 lists. One list will exist in the main activity, and then there is another list in the view drinks activity. So now we go here, and we add 150, set the weight, view drinks. I don't have any drinks yet, so let me add a drink here, add another drink, here it is, and then add another drink, and here it is, and then I go to view drinks. Now when I click the delete, you see here there are now 2 drinks because the breakpoint is after the remove, right? So we're good here. I have 2 drinks. Now I click again. You see here drinks, I only have 1. And then similarly, if I click on delete and I run this, I go back here to the main activity. When you look here, the drinks is empty. See here, it has 3 drinks. It's not empty. It's a different copy, right? You see also, you can notice by the ID. You see here, it's called array 20 80 and a 2 at end, 20,802, right? But if you go to view drinks, you see it has a different number. So now if we go to view drinks and we click on the delete, you see here drinks is a different number, 20885, right? It's a different number. This is a different ID. So basically there are 2 different lists, right? 2 different independent lists. So now, okay, so good. So now what we need to do is to communicate back the drink deletion, right? So basically, if you look here, what we're telling you to do is that trash can, right, display the drink right before the deleted, but we take care of that. If the updated list of drink is empty, then send an updated list back as a result to the main activity, then finish the view. So basically the view activity. Okay, good. So basically we just need to send back the updated list of drinks. So now how are we going to do that? It's very straightforward. So basically when you are done, we're not just gonna finish by just finishing. We need to set result. So we'll do an intent dot set. So basically we need to tell it that the list has been cleared. So how do I do that? So basically what I'm going to do is I will send back the current list, the list of drinks. Okay, so now I will do it like this. I'll create an intent equal new intent, right? And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set result, right? And that result is going to have the list of drinks. So I'm going to just use the same list of drinks that we had, the same key, main activity dot drinks key, and I'm going to send it drinks, right? I'm just going to send it drinks, right? Set result, not set result. This is not set result. I want to add to the intent, add an extra intent dot put extra, and here we go. So basically this is the key, and I'm going to give it drinks, right? So basically if it's empty, we're going to just send it an empty list, and then basically I will just say set result to result okay, and I give it the drinks. Here it is. Cool. And no, not the drinks, this is the intent. We're gonna add the intent here, the intent. Good. And then we finish. So basically what's going to happen is that we're going to send it a list, right? And that list is empty. So basically whatever list we're going to send it is the list that it's going to use. The same situation I'm going to use with the cancel. So when you click on cancel, I'm going to do the same thing. When I click on cancel, I'm going to send back the list of drinks back here. So let's see what this does. So basically we'll go to the main activity. It's going to hit here, right? So when it hits here, what I'm going to do is when it hits here, I am going to take the list from, so basically I'm going to check to see intent, or I call it data equals result.get data. Here it is. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that I'm going to clear the drinks that I have, clear, right? And I'm going to clear these drinks, right? I'm going to say drinks equals, I'm not even clear it. I'm going to create drinks equal to result.get data.get serializable, and this is going to be the drinks key. Okay, here it is. And we'll cast it to an array list, and then basically set up UI, and here we go. So basically what's going to happen is that we're just going to set up the UI, and we don't need all of this. I just did it like this. Result.get data, serializable, get the drinks, set up the UI based on that. So let's run this and see. Okay, so now let's add, I'll set up my my profile. Here it is, 150, set up data, here it is. Add the drink, let's say we add 1 at 1 and add another drink and 1 at 5, here it is. View the drinks, I'm going to delete one of them, and notice I'm going to click on cancel. You see now it has 1 drink, and here's the value, right? Now let's add another drink also at 5, add the drink. I'll go and view drinks, and let me go back. Nothing happens when you go back. 0.606, right? View drinks. I'm gonna delete that drink and go back. Nothing happens. I have to view drinks. Click on the one I want to delete is this one, delete, and then I click on cancel. And here you go. It happens that you're able to do that. Now, let's say we go view drinks and I click the last one. You see here it has 0 drinks. So basically what I'm doing is that I'm sending it back the list of drinks that I have remaining, and it updates it here, and we're good, right? So basically, and because I'm using the method to set up UI, it takes care of that also. All right, so this shows you the flow of the app. The app is straightforward. It just uses communication back and forth between activities. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.